Episode 45, The Power of I Am.
Welcome to Creative Success. Fueling success with creativity. It's the Creative Success Podcast with Tanner Gers. Designed to build inspiration for life. Delivering the messages and ideas for today.
And I'm Tanner Gers. What can we create together today?
In this episode, creators, I'm reviewing Joel Osteen's book, The Power of I Am, How 2 Words Will Change Your Life. I share how this book has already helped me receive over $6,000 and how you too can use this to help you step into your creative success.
Hey, it's Karen Wojciechowski here, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach over at RealEnergyFood.com, and you are listening to the Creative Success Show with Tanner Gers.
Thanks, Karen, for that awesome introduction. And today's episode, creators, is brought to you by HostGator.com. HostGator has one-click installs of WordPress, drag-and-drop website builders, and a 45-day money-back guarantee. And you can get 40% off your entire web hosting package using Tanner at checkout, or by going to HostGator.com/Tanner. Isn't it about time that you got online? Do it right now with 40% off and HostGator.com. To get the complete show notes on today's episode, come on over to CreativeSuccessShow.com/45. For all of our new creators listening to the show for the first time, I want to welcome you. And of course, we all come together right here a few times each week. So, welcome. And to the rest of Creation Nation, thank you so much for joining us today on another episode. Creators, we've got a powerful book today for our book review episode, and I can't wait to share it with you. I think that we all know how our minds influence our lives, but I also believe that we discount how much our words influence them. I used to say all the time, and I mean on a daily basis, "I see," says the blind man. But the blind man, he could not see. I used to think that was pretty cute and funny until I lost my sight in an auto accident 12 years ago. Not so cute or funny anymore. There were other contributing factors, of course, for that accident, but why did I lose my sight, of all things? Your words are powerful, creators, and that's exactly what we're getting into on today's book review episode. So, do me a favor right now and share this episode, share this on Facebook. It's always nice to share the show and grow the audience, of course, but let's share today, right now, to help others who need to hear this message. Let's help those who are stuck using negative language and who are experiencing suboptimal lives because of it. Share this right now from the app on your phone. And of course, we've got those awesome sharing buttons on the complete show notes page at CreativeSuccessShow.com/45. Before we get into today's show, it's that time again. It's time for the Creator Roll Call. Big love going out to my Swedish creators, my Italiano creators, my Virginia creators, Durham, North Carolina creators, and my Mobile creators. I used to live in Mobile back in the day. So thanks to all my creators out there making your lives better and the lives around you better. Now, let's get into today's content. About 5 years ago, I first realized the power of I am. I heard a motivational speaker on YouTube discussing the power that words have on our lives. I don't remember who said it, but I do remember this. He illustrated how it all starts in the mind, and our mindset or attitude influences our word choice and daily dialogue. How we choose to talk to ourselves and to others. It all influences our behaviors, our habits, and our potential for achievement in life. Personally, I believe that we can start to change our mindset through our words, especially if both our words and mindset are negative. But if you're interested in creating a more positive, successful, financially, and physically healthy life, words will take you a long, long way. Which brings us to today and why we're here. A couple weeks ago, I was skimming through the Audible library when I came across the book, The Power of I Am, How 2 Words Will Change Your Life. Like I said, I understand the power of our words, and I'm always interested in bettering my life. So I downloaded the book to my iPhone, and I enjoyed this book so much, I read it back to back twice. After this review, I hope you too decide to read Joel's book and start applying the power of I am into your life. My favorite chapter in the whole book is the second, Be Positive or Be Quiet. At first, when I heard the title, I rolled my eyes. We've all heard that saying before. If you've got nothing nice to say, then say nothing at all. And I guess feelings might have been popping up from my childhood. So annoying. But with an open mind, I pushed through, and I'm glad that I did, because there are some big, practical, life-changing points in this chapter. Even though the focus of this chapter is to not litter our minds with negative words, the perspective for handling others' negative talk or comments is gold. It also drops bombs on maintaining the belief around situations that seem huge or overwhelming. Here's what I'm talking about, creators. When someone says to you, "That's tough that you're sick," or "It's tough that you lost your home. I'm sorry to hear. The cancer is back." You can reply with, "Yes, but I have a new report for you. I'm getting better each and every moment. A new place for me to call home is on its way to me right now. Yeah, but I'm so amazing, I will come out on top. Yeah, the doctor's report said cancer, but I've got another report for you. I'm beating this cancer because I am stronger than cancer." Now, some people will probably think that you're crazy, overly optimistic, or one of my least favorite words, unrealistic. But that positivity, that mindset, that approach to your life is how you will bring bigger and better abundance into your life. I believe in this power so much that I've immediately started putting it to work. Now, every morning when I'm making my coffee, I practice my I am statements, and I really like to get into it. I give 100% while practicing my I am statements because I demand 100% results. And creators, you will get out what you put in. Now, about 2 weeks ago, while practicing the power of I am, I was really getting into it. I felt great. I felt powerful. I felt so happy. I was declaring how I'm getting better looking, I'm getting younger as the days go on, how so much more money and financial abundance is coming into my life. And while I do have things pretty good as it is, I live a great and abundant life. And I'm so grateful for everything that we've got. I mean, our home, our vehicle, the places we get to go. But there is nothing wrong with calling more, declaring more come into your life. My cup overfloweth, and yours should too. So declare it. Fast forward to later that day. My wife is on the phone with her collegiate counselor. She's going back to school to get her master's degree in psychology, and the tuition totaled $20,000. While she's on the phone, I'm in the kitchen cooking us dinner, and I overhear the counselor tell her, "I think I found a scholarship for you. There's no guarantees, but I do think I found one. We'll know soon enough if you get it." I personally was ecstatic. I told Rosa how putting the power of I am contributed directly to her receiving that scholarship. She reminded me, though, I didn't get it yet. He said no guarantees. I quickly responded, you are getting that scholarship. And a couple of days later, she was notified that she did, in fact, get the scholarship. And that's when I found out the scholarship, it's worth $6,000. That's 30% of the total tuition. And while we are taking out student loans to pay for the tuition, it's gone from $20,000 down to $14,000. Not only did we receive the $6,000 scholarship, but we'll be saving money on the interest for those loans as well, which will easily bring the total value of that scholarship to well over $6,000. Shocking? Yes. Impossible? No. Not when you are taking an active role calling things into your life using the power of I am. The other thing that I loved about this book is all the little anecdotal stories that Joel tells to complement the points that he is driving home. Now, creators, we all learn through stories, and I am a big believer in using stories as a vessel for learning, teaching, and communicating. Now, there is a couple other points that I'd like to share that really resonated with me. First is find content in this moment right now. And what I mean by being content in this moment is being at peace with it, being satisfied with where you are. While we're often not satisfied with our current situation, i.e., we have goals to do more, be more, and make a shit ton more money, we've got to find happiness wherever we find ourselves. That isn't to say that you shouldn't have goals or take action to create the life that you envision yourself living, but the best way to achieve whatever it is that you want faster is to being content wherever you are along the journey. Be content, creators, because when you start saying, when will we ever get out of this crappy apartment? Why does this cancer keep coming back? Or I'll never get healthy. I'll never lose the weight. I'll never get a new car. I'll never find a partner. I'll never make money in this business. When you say all that shit, thinking those thoughts, holding them in place, you are literally holding yourself back. You are preventing yourself from moving forward. But why? Why does this happen? It gets down to you not embracing where you're at and being content with who you are. It's okay to be in the rundown apartment. That's not what makes you who you are. It won't be forever. As long as you tell yourself, believe in yourself, and say that it's getting better. Increase is coming. I am moving up. It's already on its way to me and my family, which is another reason why I love this book. Joel outlines tons of phrases and stories for all types of situations and makes everything in the power of I am easy to apply into your life, into your specific situation. Plus, you can listen to Joel right now himself tell these stories for free. Just go to the show notes page at creativesuccessshow.com/45, click on the link and select the Audible version and get started with your free 30-day trial. You get to keep the book even if it isn't right for you. So there's no reason to not get started right now. In Chapter 17, I Am Forgiven, Joel discusses how it's okay to make mistakes. But one story in that chapter really resonated with me. It helped me realize a crucial component to improving my outlook on my life and how I approach it. He tells a story of Rachel Smith, who won Miss America and later was competing in the Miss Universe contest. In one part of that contest, while walking across the stage, she fell on her butt. Quickly, she hopped back up on her feet and started smiling big. But how could someone smile so big, so proudly, right after falling on their butt especially in front of a huge crowd on national television, watched by millions of people, and such an unforgiving audience, most laughing and some booing at her. Somehow, some way, she made it to the next round, where the top 5 contestants remained. In this round, each woman was asked a question at random by the judges, which was pulled from a hat. 20 minutes after falling on her butt in front of everyone in the world, she was asked this: if you could relive one moment in your life and do it differently, what moment would that be? Now, how many of us would want to relive that moment, the moment where we fell on our butt in front of millions of people, so that we didn't fall and not embarrass ourselves? Or any other moment where we messed up that big presentation, dropped the ball, or crashed our car. Instead of reliving that moment where she fell on her butt in front of millions of people, even with those laughing and booing at her, she said, without missing a beat, she would relive the moment she went to Africa to work with orphans, to see their beautiful smiles and feel their warming embrace. Most people would want to relive messing up or when they made bad decisions. Instead of reliving the moments of joy, our moments of happiness, the moments of fulfillment, moments we're proud of, it made me think about how we don't forgive ourselves. It made me think about those who live in regret, and most tragically, those who are filled with regret in the last moments of their life. Will you forgive yourself, creators? Will you allow yourself to remember the good and let go of the mistakes? Will you begin embracing this moment right now, taking action right now to make your life better? And start using the power of your words to create the life that you desire. You have control, creators. What will you create? How can you use the power of your words to augment your life? Now, if you know that your words have power, I highly recommend you listening to Joel's book, The Power of I Am, How 2 Words Will Change Your Life. Now, I couldn't listen to this book at its normal speed. I was often cycling between 1.5 times and 2 times the normal listening speed, because you can listen to every Audible book at a faster speed at which the author or orator reads it, which I love personally because I can read more content faster and at the pace that I'm comfortable listening to it. And personally, I think that Joel sounds a little bit better at 1.5 or 2 times his normal talking speed, but that's just me. No offense, Joel. Regardless of how fast you like to listen to books, I know and have already experienced direct improvement from implementing what's inside this book. And there is a whole lot more, creators. And the same will be true for you when you apply what Joel lays out in his manuscript. The best part, you can have Joel read you his book for free. Just click on the link in the complete show notes page at creativesuccessshow.com/45, select the Audible version, and test drive Audible today. It's free. There's no charge. And if it's not for you, you still get to keep the book. I personally listen to books while cleaning the house, doing dishes, cooking, or exercising. Since I've got to do it anyway, I might as well improve my life while doing it. Now, I've got a question for you. What are your favorite parts of The Power of I Am? Which stories and concepts truly resonated with you? And, of course, I want to know what you manifested with the power of your words. Leave me a note in the comment section on the complete show notes page, or drop me a line on Twitter or Facebook. And you can also shoot me an email via the contact form on our site. I also want to thank HostGator.com for sponsoring the show and this episode. Creators, you can save 40% right now on your entire web hosting package by plugging in Tanner at checkout, or by starting at HostGator.com/Tanner. Now, there is an 89% chance that your friends and family don't yet understand the power of their words and the influence that it has on their lives. So do them a favor right now and share this episode on Facebook. Do it from the podcast app on your phone or on the complete show notes page at creativesuccessshow.com/45. Until next time, creators, I am Tanner Gers, your partner in power and creative success.